We have a special announcement.
We have a very special announcement. Apostle Taylor is actually on the line. Hello, sir. You are on the line, and the church is here.
Hello, everybody. Praise God. As y'all know, I'm very limited here, so whenever I could get the phone, it's very limited. So I was able to get it now, and usually they don't let me get back on for a long time, so this was the right moment for now. And Pastor Steve, I heard you preaching. That was so good. Let me go on. Let me share with y'all. I got to share with you two major things God told me to tell you in this tribulation. Number one, someone get First Thessalonians chapter 2, verses 1 through 5. Verses 2. No, we'll start at 1 through 6. Quickly read that. Can someone get that and read that for me? Real quick. And Lord, I pray right now that you anoint these lips of clay, that I not merely speak as a man, but as an oracle of God. I pray that you'll give me the words to say to your people this morning, and what you've already spoken to me in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, do y'all have it? I just need somebody to get the Bible and go and turn to that and speak it out.
Yes, sir. 1 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 1 through 6.
Yeah.
The word of the Lord says, For yourselves, brethren, know our entrance in unto you, that it was not in vain. But even after that we had suffered before, and were shamefully entreated, as you know, at Philippi.
This call is from a federal prison.
We were bold in our God to speak unto you the gospel of God with much contention. For our exhortation was not of deceit, nor of uncleanness, nor in guile. But as we were allowed of God to be put in trust with the gospel, even so we speak, not as pleasing men, but God, which trieth our hearts. For neither at any time used we flattering words, as you know, nor a cloak of covetousness, God is witness, nor of men sought we glory, neither of you, nor yet of others, when we might have been burdensome as the apostles of Christ.
Go on, keep reading.
Verse 7, But we were gentle among you, even as a nurse cherisheth her children. So being affectionately desirous of you, we were willing to have imparted unto you, not the gospel of God only, but also our own souls, because you were dear.
Okay, is that 1 Thessalonians 2, 1 through 6?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay, all right. So basically, I think that's the wrong one, but I'm going to just move forward. Basically, Paul, I think it was in 2 Thessalonians 2, 1 through 6, but he was basically talking about how he told them that tribulations were going to come and that what was going to happen. And he said, you see how it came to pass. And that's one of the things I wanted you to read. When the tribulation came, he was in prison. Now, you got to understand, the Bible says, approving ourselves as a minister of God through imprisonment. Imprisonment and jail is one way that God proves that you are a minister, not that he disproves of you. You know, and today in the 21st century, a lot of people don't want to go through any kind of suffering or imprisonment or jail for the sake of the gospel. They think it's shameful. It do make you look ashamed and bad, but it's glory and honor for us because we're suffering for the name of Jesus Christ. And you got to understand, I've been put in here because of my faith, nothing else. They're saying it's all other kind of stuff, just like during the apostles' time. You got to understand, they made up lies about the apostles while they imprisoned them. You don't hear that. We're persecuting them because they are Christians. That ain't what the Roman government said. They made them look like enemies of the state and that they were doing evil things. We read that today and know that's persecution. But back then, people were deceived and confused because the government was making them look bad. And so you got to understand, they do the same thing today. All right? I'm in jail because of my faith in Jesus Christ. And even in the document, they were saying he says he's a friend of Jesus. Jesus said that. What that has to do with you? You're the government. There's a separation of church and state. He says Jesus appeared to him. That's my faith. Why are you persecuting me for that? So I want you to understand the big seven, how to deal with tribulation when it comes. Now, they already gave me a sign that 5 minutes went by. We probably passed 7 or 8 minutes. I only got 15 minutes. So that means I only got about 7 more minutes. So I'm going to hurry this up, okay? So when you go through tribulation, Jesus spoke to us how to deal with tribulation. And usually when tribulation comes, it affects your emotions. Believe me, since I've been in here, I've been tried every kind of way. But Jesus taught us how to deal with tribulation or persecution when it comes. You understand? The first thing people start getting is fearful. Fearful is an emotional expression. You understand? People get fearful. They lose faith. They get distressed. They get anxious. They get anxiety. All of those are emotions. So what happens when tribulation comes, your emotions go through things, and Jesus told us the answers to how to control your emotions during tribulation. And I wrote this down, and I don't have time to read it all out, but I wrote it down, and I'm just speaking to you by the Spirit what God had me write down. He says, you preach this to the staff because they need this right now. So he says, teach them how to deal with their emotions when tribulation comes. So Jesus says, in the world, he says, these things have I said unto you that you might have peace. That in me, he says that in me, not just you have peace, but in me you might have peace, in him. So you got to be in him, and you got to hear his words to have peace. But he says, in the world you're going to have tribulation. Tribulation means troubles, distress, and perplexities, things that come upon you through circumstances, people, persecution, that kind of thing. He says, in the world you're going to have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. So here it is. He's telling us the emotions we're supposed to express during tribulation. Number one, he wants us to have peace. Peace comes from the mind and heart. That's an emotion. It comes from the Spirit of God and from God, God's emotions. That's why it says, be anxious about none. Anxiety is an emotion. But how did he say deal with that? Be anxious for nothing, but in everything by what? Supplication and prayer with thanksgiving. Let your requests be made known to God, and the peace of God, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your heart and mind. The reason why your heart and mind ain't kept, because you lose control of your emotions when distress comes, when a raid comes. You start to fear. You start to let emotions control you. But Jesus said the way you keep control of your feelings, you pray. And his peace will keep your heart and mind. The Bible says, if any among you afflicted, let him pray. So affliction is one of the big seven. So God has told us how to handle trials, tribulations, afflictions, suffering. He says, be patient in tribulation. So the Bible says, in patience possess ye your souls. A lot of people lose their eternal life in tribulation. You can either gain eternal life through great tribulation, or you can lose it. That's what Jesus told them. He said, the devil going to put you in prison for 10 days, but be faithful unto death, and I'll give you a crown of life. He says, you shall have tribulation. He mentions the word tribulation.
This call is from a federal prison.
That's 10 minutes. I got 5 minutes left. He says, you will have tribulation. You will have tribulation for 10 days. Be of good, he says, but be faithful. Hello? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm trying to tell you how to deal with your emotions. So Jesus, whenever he talked about tribulation, he gave us the answer of how to respond emotionally and how not to respond. So he says, be of good cheer. That's an emotion. He says, my joy I leave with you, not as the world give, but as I give. He says, let not your hearts be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Those are his words. He says, do not be troubled or anxious about anything. Don't be afraid. Because the Bible says the fear of man brings a snare. When you get afraid, that's how they trap you. That's how they trap you. They trip you up when you get afraid. That's how you're going to lose. So God says, don't be in fear. God don't give us the spirit of fear. That spirit is not from his kingdom. He says, well, he has given us the spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. You see, you're not supposed to lose your mind when you're going through stuff like that. You're supposed to have a sound mind. You're supposed to have a spirit of power. You see that? He's given us a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. You're supposed to keep love, even for your enemies. Even though they are doing us wrong, you show love to them. You keep a sound mind. This is how you live. So Jesus says, let not your hearts be troubled. He says, in the world you're going to have trouble, but let not your heart be troubled. Why you let it, neither let it be afraid. So stop letting this situation trouble you. What you got to focus on is what's coming after that, because there shall be glory after this. Hallelujah. There's going to be glory after this. So you got to keep the vision in front of you. Keep the vision in front of you. Keep the vision that God promised us. Keep the promises of God in front of you. Just like God woke me up out of a dream this morning, that He's going to give us the victory. I saw it this morning. You know, when God speaks to me, it comes to pass. I saw it. So what I'm saying to you is He gives us all these kind of emotions that happens in our heart when trouble hits. When trouble hits, we get afraid. Peter said, Lord, save me for I perish. When he was walking on the water, he started to sink. He said, save me for I perish. He started to fear. He says, O thou of little faith, wherefore didst thou doubt? So you're supposed to keep faith in tribulation. You're supposed to keep patience. I don't care if the walls look like they're closing in on you. Trust Him. Don't doubt. So these are all the wrong emotions that come during tribulation. Doubt, fear, unbelief, trouble, your heart being troubled, being afraid. You see that? A lack of joy, a lack of happiness. All that's wrong. Jesus teaches the opposite. He says, be of good cheer. He says, be of good cheer when tribulation comes. He says, rejoice and be exceedingly glad when persecution comes. He tells us how to operate. Walk in faith during tribulation. Paul said, I've kept the faith. I've fought a good fight. You don't stop fighting. When you stop fighting, that means you've given up. When you stop walking in faith, that means you've given up. But we are not them who draw back unto perdition and to hell, but those who believe to the saving of the soul. You gotta believe. Listen to me, staff and church. We gotta believe during this time. We gotta keep our faith in the Lord. Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, when they were facing a fire, they said, be it known to you, King, that if you throw us in there, God we serve will deliver us. But be it known to you, if He don't, we still are not going to bow to you. We still are not going to take no plea deal. We still, you hear me? We still, somebody say we still. We're about to cut off. They're about to cut me off in a moment, but I'm just telling you, they went in faith. Those three they were teenagers, and they had faith, and the Son of God was with them in the fire. Believe me, He's with us in this fire. Hallelujah. He's with us in this trial by fire. We're going through a trial by fire, but God says, please Him with faith and trust. And also, take heed to...
Hallelujah.
Special announcement.
How's that better? Check. Mic check. Tony. Tony.
Fix this. Fix it.
All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, sorry. I had to think on the fly. I haven't been in the studio in a while. I had to think everything on the fly. I'm like, fuck, what do I do?
Tony! Help me!
All right, Tony, give it up for Tony, everybody. Yeah, so, all right. All right. All right, so everybody's asking how the fuck they've been doing this, right? I want to show you.
We have a special announcement.
Right there. Okay. David's on the phone right here with Kia. Bam. Kia's on the phone. This is how they're doing. You guys want to see how they fucking facilitate a jail call to the cult? Right here. I'll show you guys. Bam. Look, there's Kia's phone. Oh, look, we have a special announcement. Apostle Taylor's on the phone.
We have a very special announcement. Apostle Taylor is actually on the line.
So Kia, what she's about to do is take the phone. Yeah. It was echoing. Yeah. So what Kia's about to do is take that fucking cell phone and broadcast it to fucking YouTube like a dumb fuck. Yeah, that's the fastest Kia's moved since she fucking got breakfast. Yeah. So that's how they're facilitating the call, right? And everybody's asking how the fuck they're doing it. Why are they allowed to do it? And trust me, I think we all are sharing the same frustration. But like we keep saying, David's gonna bury himself. Now, we know David's an asshole, right? And we know David is most likely going to take this to the stand like a dumb shit. Now, on top of that, you have all this evidence that he's continuing to give to the courts, to the prosecutors, to the judge. You know, you can piss off your parents. You know, you can piss off a lot of people. But the one person you'd ever want to fucking piss off is the man who's sitting on the fucking bench about to put you in jail. It's the fucking last guy you want to fucking... It's the last guy you want to piss off, call a racist, you know. Anything. David, that judge is a racist. He's a total fucking racist. So, David is an FCI Milan. He got moved. Me and Uncle Jake think about Saturday he got moved. I think we're probably dead on. Because I think the rule is within 24 hours you get to make a phone call to tell somebody that you moved. No, nobody ever said David was smart either. He's not. He's dumb as fuck. That's the thing. And you hear him from Livingston County Jail up to the Fed, you hear his voice change. Like in Livingston County, he's like, it's just a racist prosecution in this. Now he's up at fucking FCI like, yeah, get me Thessalonians. Like he's trying to fucking man up and shit. Nah, man. Yeah. Pack your bags, Barbie boy. Yeah. And what I find real comforting in all of this is they probably came and told him without notice, hey, pack your shit. You're moving up the road. Grab all your shit. You got an hour. Get all your stuff. David's all, can I bring my maxi pads with me too? Can I bring those with me? Are those allowed? Because for going up to FCI Milan. Okay, here's David right here. We're guessing about Saturday he got moved up, okay? So now he's an inmate. There's his register number. Anybody who wants to write this asshole a letter, by all means, feel free to do so. Yes, he got moved to Fed. Yeah, Jess, yes. Yeah, I was coming back from Houston yesterday, man, and I was listening to their fucking stream, and dipshit comes out on a fucking jail phone again. And this time it's from the fucking federal pen. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? hold on. I'm like, whoa, wait a second. I was like, Uncle Jake, I think he's in the Fed. Listen to him. And then you hear it's like, this calls from a federal prison. And we're like, oh shit. Moved to line 4 houses within 6 months. Yeah. David's all, my pads won't even carry me to the fucking Fed. They have to carry me in a van because my pads aren't fucking strong enough. So yeah, Jess, he's up at Fed now. He's up at FCI Milan. Yeah, it's low level security, but you guys, this ain't no place to fuck around. Yeah, this ain't no place to fuck around. You can write him. Oh, I plan on writing him. I plan on writing him now that I know where this asshole's at. I know exactly where the fuck he is. I think so, Force Films. And then what does he do? What does this dumb fuck do? He goes and does it again. He goes and does it again, but this time from the federal pen. From the federal fucking pen. I already emailed the jail. They emailed me back today. What's his inmate number? I was like, yeah, here's the proof too. Here's the timestamp. Here's the video. This is how they're doing it. Here's his inmate number. What the fuck? They're going to let him. This is just more evidence. It is. And I was talking to quite a few of you offline, and this is just time, I think, where we have to fucking let go of the reins and let justice do its work and let David fucking make his mistakes. Yeah, once you're up at Fed, it's like, dude, you're kidding out, dude. Like, he just keeps making mistakes. The same fucking mistakes that put him right where he's at. How is that possible? Yeah, this could be his permanent home. Unless they decide to move his dumb ass. All right, so everybody's asking how they did it. I'll show you guys. Look, it's the cult facilitating the call. David's calling in, they're broadcasting it out. Big difference between jail and prison, exactly. Oh, this judge is fucking pissed. No, and you guys, I'm still learning that April, not happening probably. Okay? This judge wants to go to trial, but it's still, I don't think it's going to be April.
We have a special announcement.
We have a very special announcement.
Right there, David's on the phone. Asshole's on the phone. Yeah, he'll have the same judge. Absolutely. He's going to have the same judge, Leanne. Yes. Okay, so the judge can pick any jail in the federal system as his permanent home. Okay, I hope he picks a really shitty one. I hope he picks a really shitty one. Yeah, it will likely be adjourned. Yeah, in April, you guys, we really don't think it'll happen in April. Don't think so. David's going to be a real shithead about it and try to fucking push it out like a prick. Oh, he doesn't give a shit, Kim. No. So Kia's on the phone. So Kia's all, I want to be able to talk to Michelle. Well, I can tell you what, you fucking hippo. They ain't letting you talk to Michelle, you fucking bitch. Kia, you are the worst person in the fucking world to be involved with Michelle. What do you do? Do you fucking wipe her ass too or what? Serious question, Kia. Why do you need to be so close to Michelle? Are you one that cleaning up after her fucking shitty mess or what? Like it's Kia, like you're her literal slave. Do you not recognize that? Oh, but I'm just hearing, no, you're not. You're her fucking slave. Kia, you're Michelle's literal slave. You do realize that, right? I mean, even David, look at what he's having you guys do. He's bringing you guys right in on the fucking criminal activity. You guys don't even fucking realize it. Michelle, she's out on bond in her own fucking prison. Yeah, he ain't taking a plea deal. He's like, and the judge is hearing this. You guys, let me tell you something right now. The judge has heard these calls and he is fucking pissed. All right? We're working on getting the transcripts from last week. Okay. And he is pissed. Kia has been talking to Oprah. Yeah, fucking right she has. You know, Oprah ain't going to touch this shit with a 10-foot pole, man. They're not even in the same pay bracket as Oprah. Like, Oprah's going to be like, hey, I'll come and help you guys in a federal investigation. Oh, but no, let me tell you something, Lavelle Israel. And if the other inmates find out he's got that kind of money, they're going to exploit him. They're going to beat the shit out of him. Dude, you guys, let me tell you something. I found this really cool channel. It's called Off the Yard. And it's this guy, he's an ex-con, man. And he talks about the fucking life behind federal prison, dude. It ain't no fucking Disneyland, let me tell you that. Somebody like David in prison, they find out he's got that kind of money, dude, they'll beat the shit out of him. They'll exploit him, they'll extort him. It's not good to be known in prison like that, to have a lot of money, because you'll get your ass beat. You'll get your ass beat. I've been listening to this guy talk about his prison time and just like what not to do to go to jail. And it's good. He's got like a moral behind it, but he talks about like, this is what happens. And it ain't no fucking fairy tale. He gives it to you straight up. It's called Off the Yard, man. I recommend you guys watch it because it makes you not want to go to jail. You're like, I'm good. If David goes out, try to set claiming in a fucking federal prison, they will check his ass. And if they find out that he's not, they'll run a train on his fucking booty. There'll be literal booty bandits in there, and they'll take his fucking manhood. They will. That's not a fucking lie. They will. If David goes in trying to set claim, they'll take his booty bandit. They'll take his booty. That's what they do. Exactly, Mr. fucking I can levitate and walk through walls. Why doesn't he just walk out of the fucking jail cell instead of take a plea deal? All the cult members in here that are watching, wondering how the fuck we know. So everybody's just tuning in, whether you're a part of the cult or just in here fishing for information. Cool. Right on. Well, David's in federal fucking prison now, all right? He's not down in Livingston County anymore. He fucked up. Don't know what he did, but we have our theories, but we're thinking it's the phone calls. It's called being fucked in. Yeah, they're going to shove maxi pads in his mouth. This isn't a joke, man. Yeah, it's federal prison, low level shit, but it's like, dude, this is like, it's a mixed population of fucking gangsters and shit. Like, you don't want to be up there. You're up there with fucking chomos, fucking murderers, fucking rapists. It's the works up there, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He won't. Where's the cult? You guys, all the cult members that send him fucking nasty ass pictures. That is not what a pastor does. All right, that is not what a fucking apostle does. You think the apostle Paul had a whole fucking? You think he had a bunch of fucking nude pictures of all these women that he preached to? What the fuck? David's, I'm an apostle. I'm the first man that has a fucking porn collection of 40,000 fucking photos. All right, Paul, eat your fucking heart out. Fucking piece of shit, man. Never been in no gang. Yeah, I think he's learning right now, and he's going to learn again that he is not above life. I think he's learning real fucking fast, and that's why he has to make these calls. I seriously think he's making these calls because he's not used to people fucking not bowing down to him, and nobody's fucking kissing his ass in prison. Nobody's kissing that fucking piece of shit's ass in prison. Dude, let me tell you something, man. David going in trying to set claim in a fucking prison. He'll be holding somebody's fucking pocket calling him Mr. Balls Johnson. Be called, yes, Mr. Balls Johnson. What will it take to shut his mouth? Mr. Balls Johnson in prison. Mr. Balls Johnson. Yep. Mr. Balls Johnson. That's what it will take. It will take fucking Bubba to stuff David with some fucking BBC to shut the fuck up. That's what it will take. It will take something like that to destroy David's pride. Because David's full of pride. Let me tell you something. You guys, for someone like David going into prison, if he fucking flings that pride around, let me tell you something. They will take that pride and they will run a train on him into fucking Sodom and Gomorrah, all right? You get the drift. Prison is no fucking fairy tale game for somebody like David. He's going in there trying to act fucking hard. Let me tell you something. When those inmates find out what he's in about, they're going to, man, you have 1 minute remaining. That's what they're going to be whispering in David's ear. You have 1 minute remaining. But you have 1 minute remaining, sucker. It ain't a joke, man. David's going to get fucking schooled in prison eventually. It is. It's a world inside a world, man. It's a world inside a world. It's no place you want to be. There's David's registration number 05140-512. He's at FCI Milan. He got transferred, we think, over the weekend. And that's that. That's where he'll stay for now. We don't know what the judge has in mind for him. Once the judge finds out he did another fucking call, he's going to be pissed. He's going to be fucking pissed. David tried to hang himself but bent the bars. Uncle Jake. The bars snapped. They're like, oh shit, he broke the fucking bars. We got to replace the whole fucking cell. Jesus Christ, we never thought that would happen. So this is good news, man. And we're all kind of... They could have moved him for a number of reasons. You know, maybe the jail got overcrowded, but some will go after him because he's a bigot and spread all kinds of hate. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Some will go after him because he's a bigot. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're not a bigot in jail, man. If they find out David's a racist in jail, especially against his own people, oh my God, it'll be worst case scenario. You know, Boss Bonita, I don't know. I'm just going to sit and start writing. That's all I can do with this one. And I'm going to write until I think it's finished, and I'm just going to send it. And that's going to be that. Yeah, that's David's last call to the cult, Noah, because I already talked to the prison. Yeah, I already talked to the prison about this. I sent them all the information over today. And yeah, they're going to look into it. And I was like, he just did it fucking yesterday. Here's the information. Here's the link where he did it to. Here's a timestamp. But yeah, boss, I'm just going to sit down and write him a letter. I figure it's the least I can do, you know, giving me all this content. Tell him thank you for the content. One of the guards telling him if I'm not even gonna say dear David, it's gonna be like David. It's gonna be a long letter, I guarantee. It's gonna be upwards of probably 10 to 15 pages. It's gonna be upwards of 10 to 15 pages. He will get a fucking nice long letter. It'll be fucking handwritten, personal. That way he knows I sat down to take the time to really put the thought to paper, like something he's never fucking done. And I'm just gonna let it run until it's done. Just that's that. I know, that's how I'm going to end it. I'd like to write more, David, but I have 1 minute remaining. Sincerely, Richard fucking Holmes. Have a nice life, sweetheart. P.S. Don't forget to wipe. And then put like that'd be like Sally, like the end, like God gonna get you. Sincerely, Rich Holmes. Probably not, Noah. Probably not. I'll probably keep that between me and him. Yeah. I'll probably keep that between me and him. Yeah. It's going to be a letter, man. It's going to be about everything. I'm going to let it all out. I'm going to let it all out. I'm going to tell him everything. I'm going to tell him everything about what I knew, who I was talking to. I'm going to tell him everything, but it's going to be until after he's fucking sentenced and until I know for sure where he's at, because I don't want to jeopardize the witnesses at this point. I don't want to do that. Which part, Jess? Tell him to wipe his ass. Be like, P.S. Wipe your ass. But no, it's going to be a letter for sure. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be a part of my mental process of closing this out, right? Like, and that would be like one of the final kind of motions in this after the trial, after he's sentenced, after we know he's got a permanent home, to sit down and write him a nice fucking heartfelt letter and let him know, like, dude, this was because you thought you were better than everybody. You thought you were smarter than everybody, David, and you're not. Which is exactly why you're in the fucking position you're in. He'd be like, that fucking pussy. Yeah. And that's going to be a big part of it. David, this is all over 10%. Oh, and that's the thing. Unless he just fucking throws it away, you know, but I don't think he will. I think the narcissist in him will fucking read the letter. I really do. I think the fucking psycho in him, the trial, it's scheduled for April 14th, Fitzur, okay? Yeah, God gonna get you? Yeah. Yeah. I could put PS wipe your ass though. Or PS don't forget to wipe. Yeah, no, I'm with you, Jess. I'm tracking. But the trial scheduled for the 14th of April, but I just got word today don't count on April 14th. So I'm not counting on it. I'm not going to count on April 14th. David keeps fucking up like this. I mean, they moved him again because he just keeps doing dumb shit, right? Making calls from the jail. It will most likely get delayed because of the amount of evidence. We're talking, would they say 96,000 pieces in county? No. And I was listening to Cliff and Soups recently. He got worse. He got worse, everybody. He didn't get better after the depot, man. He got worse. He got worse. He's like, fuck that. You know what? I'm just going to fucking continue to be a complete prick to everybody. You know? It just seems easier that way. Just seems easier that way. Oh, he'll be at max before trial. Yeah, he'll be up level 3 if he keeps fucking around. He'll be up level 3, level 4. He keeps doing dumb shit like this. And David be the dumb fuck to eat the Snickers bar that somebody put on his pillow too. He's like, ooh, a Snickers bar. Somebody left me a Snickers bar because they think I'm an apostle. Yep. More charges because of shitheads like Kia. Right? Because of shitheads like Kia. Kia, you're going to get arrested. You're going to get indicted. He does. He thinks it's a game. He thinks it's like hide and seek. He's a hide and seek. Hide the apostle. Hit that like, man, please. Let me know you're here. There's 63 people in here. Unless you're just a cult member. And he does. He thinks it's like a big fucking hide and seek game. Hey, Michael H. Long. What up, what up, what up? Da, 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 Michael H. Long. Uh-oh, what happened? Long? I don't think either, Dan. Nah, this case was too big. It was too fluid. There were too many people involved. Yeah, I don't see how it could go by April.
You got this up.
Well, if it's in me, it's in you. There are times when I look at people and I see nothing worth liking.
Well, if it's in me, it's in you. There are times I look at people and I see nothing worth liking. Yeah, Kia's a talker. Kia's a talker. And Kia, she was one of the big earners. That's the thing. That's why I keep saying Kia's going to get indicted. Oh, seat time. Hey, Soups, hang on. Hold on. What do I got here? Okay, hang on. Hold on. There we go. Seat time! Thank you for the seat, Soups. Thank you. Soups gets the first seat of the day. Seat time. David Dahl, can I get some seeds for the commissary? He's on my ramen. My ramen is running out. And Bubba next door, he said if I don't pay him in ramen, he's going to take my Junies. Trial date on Michelle's case? I don't know. Don't know with Michelle. She's going to play victim probably like Kathleen. She's going to play victim like Kathleen, man. Yeah, she's going to play a victim like Kathleen. For sure. Because I keep throwing this around in my head like, What if they all start pointing the finger at each other? Why do I think David was transferred? Pardon me. Ugh. It's all of us, Soups. It's all of us. It's you guys. It's everybody, man. It's everybody. What do I think he got transferred for, though, Michael H. Long? Fuck. You know, me and Uncle Jake are pushing this around. Okay. Why did David get transferred? What do y'all think? He's been in Livingston County, right, for however long. Fucking since, what, beginning of the year sometime? January, February? Maybe a little bit earlier, December? Yeah, it's a little bit harder to go after churches, but they did it. But you know what now? Now that the feds have actually gone after one, I think they're like, oh shit, that's easy. That's easy. Yeah. Yeah, David's worth a lot of money to the feds. You got to figure, you guys, they went and did this raid on this organization, on this cult. There's a lot of money involved. I do too. It had to have been the calls. What else could it have been? What else could it have been? The calls? Zoom calls from jail are a no-no. Broadcasting to YouTube while you're in jail is a no-no. David's all, it's a yes for me. And he goes to Milan and does it again. He does it again. Tells the judge, hey, fuck you, Your Honor. He should have just told the judge, fuck you. I'm going to do, hey, Your Honor, I'm going to live stream, okay? You know, Alphabet, I think it would be really dope if they did. And I think it absolutely has a potential to. Yes, 100%. I do. And I think that would make for just a firework of a fucking trial, right? And here's the thing, guys. I want to be really, really clear about this. And I've been thinking about this, all right? Because, and this is serious. And I want everybody to take this serious, please. Because if somehow any of us go to this trial from our community, I hope you guys act on your best behavior in court, okay? And I know I don't have to say that to everybody, but if I go, it's not to troll. It's not to fuck around. It's not to go up there and be a dick in court. It is to go there, watch the process, take notes, and report back to the community. That is it. Pen and paper only. It's not to go in there, disrupt, make a fuckery of the system, because I'll be sitting right up there next to fucking David. There is no fucking way. I know I just don't have to tell people that here. All right. Just if we go to court and we show up, you guys just please be on your best behavior. Okay. Please dress appropriately. Suit, tie. If I go to court, I'm showing up in a fucking suit and a tie. All right. Because that is how you fucking show up to court. You do not fuck around with this. You, especially this high up. All right. Especially this high up, you guys. This is a process. This is our judicial system at work where fucking millions of dollars have been invested. This isn't time to fuck around. All right. So let's just, as a community, if any of us go, just dress appropriately, be on your best fucking behavior. Yep. If I were to show up, I already know what I'm going to wear. I do. You don't fuck around in court. You don't show up looking like a fucking slob either. You better fucking dress your Sunday best in court type. That's how you show up to court. You don't show up looking like a fucking slob, trying to act like an asshole. Cause this judge, he ain't fucking around either. He'll come up here. Raise your right hand. I'm gonna swear you in right now. You have the right to remain silent. Oh man. Yeah. The trolls? Yeah, the cult members that are showing up dressed like fucking red light prostitutes. Ain't a good look. Not a good look. Oh yeah. You don't fuck around in court, man. You don't fuck around. Oh yeah, if you disrupt court, the judge will stand you up and swear you in right there. He'll put you right in front of the fucking bench. Raise your right hand. What's your name? And he'll fucking swear you in, read you your fucking rights. He'll swear you in, and he'll start questioning you. Okay, I'm now holding you in contempt 30 days. Take this man to jail. You don't fuck around. To all the trolls in here that are thinking they're going to go to this court and fuck around when this court process happens, I fucking swear to God, you're going to go to jail if you do. Fuck around and find out, okay? Seriously, fuck around and find out. See what this judge does to you. Don't be fucking obnoxious. You go to court for this. You're in there to watch the process. I wholeheartedly know nobody from our community would go in there and make a complete fuckhead of themselves because we know what we're in this for. This was about righting the fucking wrong, and this is the final stitch in the coffin, man. Okay, you already know. You already know, Soups. Okay. Is it a big list or is it like a select few? I'm guessing it's going to be a select few. They're not going to let a whole bunch of people in there. They're like, nope. You guys can go sit in the fucking waiting room. I'm sure they'll probably have an overflow, right? I'm guessing they'll have an overflow. The human trafficking lawyer is going to fucking destroy him. I'm with you, Kim. Okay, select few. Cool. That's what I figured. The judge isn't going to let these people come in there. I'm sure Judge Berg read how they acted with Altman, and he's like, yeah, they ain't acting like that here. And the thing is Judge Berg, he won. There was only the select few will be allowed to come in. Okay. Okay. All right. That's what I kind of figured. It would be a select few. Not very many. This judge isn't going to put up with any bullshit. But this right here, everybody's asking how they facilitated the calls from jail. Right here. This is it. This is it right here. You see Kia and Steve? This is it right here. Oh, we have a real special guest. Apostle Taylor's on the line. Straight from FCI Milan. Okay. All right, Soups. All right. And if the cult members are tuning in, here's something we never hear you guys talk about on your live streams or anything. What about all the pictures? Okay. Hit that like and subscribe too. Let me know you're here. There's 78 people in here. People are wanting to know about this case and what we know. David's in federal prison. Okay. How we know? One, there's his fucking inmate number right there, and it says Milan FCI. He got transferred between last Tuesday and Saturday sometime. Not sure exactly what date. That was a conservative with him. Oh, Michelle? She's out on bond. Yeah, he might as well start asking for a plea deal. Yeah, and then you get Lindsay Roberson up there. You guys, Lindsay Roberson's going to fucking tear him apart. I can't wait for Lindsay Roberson to get up there and just fucking rip him a new fucking donut hole, man. Lindsay Roberson. Shit. Let's go ahead and get Lindsay up here real quick, just so everybody knows who David's got to deal with. Oh, man. Oh, shit. I feel bad for David kind of in a sense because this lady's going to fucking walk in and just ruin his day with a fucking Coke and a smile. And
My name is Lindsay Robertson, and I serve as the Senior Legal Counsel for the Human Trafficking Institute. In this role, I'm privileged to be a part of the Institute's mission of decimating human trafficking at its source by empowering governments to form specialized investigative units to prosecute traffickers. Together with my colleagues, I co-lead our country project work abroad in Uganda and Belize, and at home in our efforts in the United States. The mission of the Institute is simple, but it is far from easy. Today, with the uncertain times we are all living in, the Institute's work is more vital than ever. At its core, human trafficking, whether it's for labor or commercial sex, is the coercive exploitation of another human being for a trafficker's profit. It is a complex crime that affects every possible demographic in every corner of the globe.
Did you hear? listen to everything she says. It's a complex crime, right? And it really is. Look, a church was doing it. That is a complex crime to prosecute. I know. She's the reason they outlawed plastic straws, everybody. Nah, this lady knows her shit. When you go to Uganda, like third world countries, to study human trafficking, I think you're going to have a bad day.
Including the United States. As a former state and federal human trafficking prosecutor, my experience has shown me that combating human trafficking effectively requires specialized knowledge and highly skilled justice professionals working together to achieve the same goal, holding traffickers accountable. In North Carolina, I prosecuted the first sex trafficking cases in the state and co-founded a victim service organization because there's no way to prosecute trafficking without also supporting survivors. At the Department of Justice, I learned that traffickers tailor their methods of coercion to exploit specific vulnerabilities of their victims, and that it often takes a skilled practitioner to prosecute a crime that can so easily be hidden in plain sight. The Human Trafficking Institute...
Well, Josh Beaver, I don't know if you're new to the channel or not, okay? This is very complex, like she's saying, all right? This was a complex operation with complex dynamics. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, let's take a peek here. Blue campaign. Here we go. All right. How we figured out, all right, this... Fuck, man. All right. Jesus, we're going to have to backtrack here a little bit, okay? We're going to have to backtrack here, so work with me here. Blue campaign, human trafficking. There we go. All right. Check it out. Check it out. All right. What is human trafficking? All right. Identifying. This is what I was looking at right here. All right. This is real important. We'll get back to Lindsay in a minute. All right, check this out. Okay, you're new to the channel. Hit that like and subscribe, man. I'll try to give you a rundown of how we kind of figured out it was human trafficking, all right? And this was just by observation, merely observation. Okay, we know a lot about them, dude. We're pretty well versed. We know of, yeah. Okay, so this hotel in Houston, all right? This hotel in Houston, right here, located at 14380 North Freeway. Okay, this was the closest I'd ever been to him, all right? Now, David's main stomping grounds is up in Michigan, okay? He's up in, that's his main location. That's where his main ministry is at, okay? The main cult headquarters, that's what we say. It's the main cult headquarters, right? So we watched David right around COVID time. Dude, this was like a multi-level marketing scheme, all right? There are multiple tax ID numbers. Fuck. You know what? Fuck it. All right. So you got 3 tax ID numbers, all right? JMMI, which was revoked, Kingdom of God Global Church, and Marvels in America World Healing. This is a very complex, multi-level fucking scam. It's a Ponzi scheme, dude. This was like one of the most fucking intense fucking Ponzi schemes any of us have ever seen. And we've ran this through other pastors. They're like, we've never seen anything like this before, ever. Never in our fucking life. I've asked like some old school fucking non-veterans, Uncle Bruce, if he's out there watching. I was like, have you ever seen shit like this? He's like, fuck no, dude. Never in a million fucking years have I seen this or would I ever thought I would see this shit in my life. He's all, this is fucking insane. What David's done, running this racket, creating fake tax ID numbers, jumping money in and out of fucking bank accounts of the cult members, filing fictitious names, having... Fuck, man. This was a financial clusterfuck. That's the best way I can put this, all right? There was so much money involved. I pulled his fucking credit one year. Found out all the shit he was doing. Found out he was sick. Everything, man. But back to human trafficking. This fucking hotel. This is what fucking blew it for us. For him, anyways. this hotel is what blew it. You're asking, probably wondering how the fuck, why? Okay, now, at the time when they first moved in this hotel, this place was fucking jam-packed with people. There's probably about 40 or 50 people in here, right? Now, to understand human trafficking and why people do it, this was all about money. David wanted money and he had everybody do the work for him. It's like a mob almost, Josh Beaver, okay? Now, and I've ran our observations through law enforcement and they took notes. One of the big things to show signs of human trafficking, where's it at? One of the signs I noticed, anyways, is you have a lot of people in a controlled environment, not enough cars for everybody to go around and do their own shit, right? Say somebody needed to go somewhere, right? This hotel was full of people at this time. No bullshit. There's probably like 50 people in here. There's 2, 3, 4. They had a few Suburbans. Basically, they had to get permission to go places, okay? That is a controlled movement environment, and that is all part of human trafficking. Does a person have freedom of movement? Fuck no. If these people wanted freedom of movement, they had to get permission. Change in behavior. We know for sure. So far, no juveniles, okay? You guys, no juveniles that we have heard yet, okay? And I don't think there's going to be, all right? I think David was pretty fucking smart to not cross that line, but only time will tell, okay? Pray to God he fucking didn't, because then he'll for sure get his fucking salad tossed in prison. All right. Mental and physical abuse, yes, that was a big one. Coached what to say. Now, fuck boy Joseph. Joseph, if you're watching, dude. Joseph, listen up, you dumb shit. Goddamn, Joseph. Man. Joseph, let me tell you something. You better fucking listen right now. All right? You better fucking listen right now, Joseph. If you're watching, you come across this. You remember the day of the raid? And you came back and told people not to fucking take that government assistance? Well, guess what? Guess what, Joseph? Does that person appear to be coached on what to say? You fell right into that fucking category, you stupid fuck. Are you kidding? You see the kind of position David puts you in, Joseph, and you have no fucking clue? Exactly. Imagine being a grown adult and having to ask go places. Exactly. There was a protocol here, and we learned that from Sue and Cliff's interviews and their testimony saying there's a protocol. If you were sick, you go lay down. If you didn't feel better, take medicine. After that, you go to the hospital. Like, there's protocol to everything. Definitely sudden change of behavior. We know that for sure when people get there. I know for sure people have a sudden change behavior. Yeah. Get permission to go to the bathroom. Yeah, fuck that. Fearful, timid, or submissive. Yep, some of the people in there are. They always have to refer to somebody. Denied food, sleep, or medical care. Yeah, we know that happened there. We know that happened, and that's all going to come out in the trial. It's all part of it. And like Lindsay Roberson was saying, these are complex crimes, and what her job to do is to form task force units and develop these units to show them what to look for, how to identify victims of human trafficking. It's modern day fucking slavery, man. It's modern day fucking slavery. And kids out there like, oh, this is just so great. I can't wait to go be Michelle's fucking cuck. Yeah, no juveniles in some commercial sex acts. Let's take a peek here, Soups. Disconnected from family and friends, yes. I'm sure some stopped attending school. Dramatic change in behavior for sure. No to that one. Mental, physical abuse, yes. I don't know because I never saw anybody with bruises. Fearful, timid, or submissive, yes. Food, water, and sleep denial, yes. Company of someone, yep. Yep. Coach on what to say. Unsuitable conditions, yeah. Lack personal possessions, yes. That's the big one for me. Unstable living condition. Huge. Huge. These people didn't have a physical address that they could call home. Never. None of them did. That's the big one for me, Soups. Nobody there had a physical address that they could call home. Like, where do you get your mail at? Oh, well, I don't have a mailbox anymore. So how do you, like, get bills and stuff? Yep. Right here. Can they freely leave where they are? No, they couldn't. No address, right? No addresses. That's how I identify human trafficking. It's all here. And this is how we identified it. And this hotel was honestly the big fucking indicator for us. We're like, whoa, wait a second here. A pastor? A pastor? No, he was definitely not a pastor. Josh Beaver. No, he was definitely not a pastor, my friend. No. Yeah. Definitely not a pastor. No. He's a very violent man. He's a very evil, violent, just degenerate man. He is a bad fucking piece. He's a bad specimen, man. That's the best way I could put it. David is a fucked up specimen. Like, something happened to him. I mean, the dude was stealing his sister's Barbie dolls and sleeping with him at fucking 8 years old, man. Something's up with the guy, right? Something's up with the guy. So, I don't know what it is personally, but this guy fucked over a lot of people, man. He did. He ran this organization. He ran this place. Yeah. David Taylor, yeah, he ran the joint. Yeah. He ran this place, man, like a fucking Nazi fucking death camp. Dead serious. I'm not even joking, Josh. He literally ran this like a fucking Nazi slave camp. Fucked up, man. Fucked up. Fucked up sleep regimens, fucking putting people outside on the streets if they didn't make enough money, taking food away. Fucked up shit, dude. Sick fuck. Sick fuck. He called himself an apostle. But every time, you're new to the channel. Yeah. A new one. Oh, hang on. Let's just go right here. Where's my home page? Let's see here. You want to check this out? All right, check this out here. I always play this for.
And David is a slob too. He's a slob too.
I always play this for new people that are on the channel. So whoever's new tonight to the channel, here you go.
He nasty like that too. But the only reason why people would say he's a man of excellence and he's clean and all that is because he got everybody else cleaning. But if it came down to David cleaning, it'd be a pig pen.
Really? So David probably don't even know how to wash his own asshole.
Doubt. Oh, no, he don't. No, he don't. You know that's why he has maxi pads, because he puts them in his underwear because he don't wipe.
No way.
That ain't no man. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, that ain't. Yeah, that's no lie. That's no lie.
No way, dude. Are you serious?
True story.
Bro?
True story.
He puts maxi pads. Hold on. David puts maxi pads in his fucking underwear because he didn't wipe his own ass.
That's exactly what he does. That's exactly what he does. And I remember one of the women who he was involved with some years ago. She had
Sorry, I'm reading the chat, dude. Everybody's like, ew. Everybody's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
no, it's nasty.
He's nasty.
Dude.
He's nasty like that. Yeah, one of the women that he was involved with. Can he physically not wipe his ass, or is he just not do it because he's a dirty fuck? I think he just dirty like that, man. I think he's just dirty like that. Because I mean, you 50 51 years old. Why you not wiping your butt, man? You know what I'm saying? What sense did that make? You know, and then he, like I said, a woman
Dude.
a woman he was involved with had came to the house, right? And you know how women do, they snoop around your things or whatever. And she's snooping around and she said, she came to me and said, I knew David was cheating on me. I see pads under his sink. and I'm thinking to myself, like, man, he wearing these pads just like you, man. You know, he nasty like that, bro. And
got some Debo undies going on.
that's exactly. That's exactly what he got going on, man.
That's exactly.
Josh Beaver, this was an interview. This is Cliff Ware. That's the homie, man. He's on the channel too. He drops in once in a while under a screen name I won't mention, but yeah, he drops in once in a while. And this was an interview. We were conducting an interview one night with them, and these were just, we never wrote down questions. We just let them talk, and we would just ask one question, and it would lead into one, into another, to another, to another. We never really wrote questions. And I think that's what was able to allow the interviews to flow so freely, like the testimonies to open up and come out naturally, right? Because it would lead from one thing to another, to another. And this night, this was probably, God, man, a lot came out this night from Cliff, man, and it was a fucking horror story that night. I'll never forget that night. I can't remember this one, the night where his wife had a miscarriage. I can't remember. But I was listening to that one recently. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, I can't, what fucking happened? Fuck, man. Oh, Josh, this is just a snippet, dude. This was like we have multiple interviews, man. And we wanted these people coming out to feel like they had a place they could dump this, right? And be like, fuck, nobody's listening. We saw what David did in that fucking deposition. We're like, hold the fuck up. Who is this guy? Wait a second. Wait, this guy says an apostle. He can't even figure out who's on his fucking taxes. Hold the fuck up here. Who is this guy? This was just one interview. There's multiple. I don't even call them interviews or testimonies, man, because they're coming out and saying, they're telling us what happened. It's a complete clusterfuck what this guy did to people, man.
I'm fucking with in my head right now when you told me that. I figured that fucking Smokey picking up Debo's undies from fucking Friday with the shit end of the fucking straw, bro. Then fucking dropping him right on like Debo's face, bro.
That's him. That is him, man.
No
you
way.
know,
we're pretty active, Josh Beaver. We're a pretty active community, man. We've been at this for 5 years trying to bring this guy down because we knew he was up to something from his deposition, man. We started digging into his taxes. We're like, oh, he's laundering money. Oh, we started digging deeper. The deeper we dug, the smellier it got, and the shit got chunkier and fucking more fucking full of corn. Catch my drift? It was a mess, dude. You're talking fucking large real estate deals with fucking dirty money, mortgage fraud. Probably he's gonna have some issues. Dude, there's properties in the process of getting repossessed. You're talking over purchases of fucking properties that are half the price. All types of shit, man. This was set up for the perfect fucking Ponzi scheme. Yeah, please, dude. Please subscribe. Yeah. No, this was real. This was real what happened. And everybody thought David was it was funny, right? Everybody thought it was like a reality show. Like it was good content. It was good. It was good. It was right. He was funny because this dude would come unglued. But behind it all, it was pretty bad what was happening, man. It was pretty bad. It was a full-on criminal operation. You're talking all the worst parts of a fucking mob, like money laundering, fraud, tax evasion, fucking... He bought Nellie's shitty house up in St. Louis and never fixed it up. Just sitting there, rotting away.
Yeah. And you know, that's the thing, like, that's why David, the stuff he get up and talk about is ineffective because it ain't true. What I'm saying is true about this punk. You know, yeah, he got, hey, whoever with him right now, ask him if he wearing a pad. Ask him if he wearing a pad. I guarantee you he is. And if he ain't, his drawers is full of doo-doo. I'm telling you, man. He's sick like that.
The man you're hearing was his personal security guard for about a decade. So he saw, heard, did everything for him. All right. He was there, saw it. These guys are brave, man. Cliff's the homie. He's a big part of the community. He'll call in every so often, and we have very good conversations. We have a lot of laughs. And the one thing that we've all learned in this is that the laughter helps, the healing. It really does. Like, some of these people have been, all of them been through a very traumatic experience with this organization. And we try to keep it lighthearted, but we also try to get to the point like, hey, these people are breaking fucking laws behind the course of religion. That's bullshit. We're pushing, ultimately, Josh Beaver, for fucking churches to be taxed too. Fuck that. They should fucking pay. That's fucking bullshit, dude. Everybody's got to pay their fucking share, but the church is like, hey, you know what? We're just going to take all this fucking money. Sonny Holy Jesus needs it all, okay? Because he just needs it. Yeah, Cliff's the homie, man. Cliff's good people. Dude, Josh Beaver, welcome to my world. Every time I hear it, that's what I think of. It's like, I picture like Michelle picking up David's shitty underwear with a fucking straw or some shit. Yeah, Cliff's good people, man. Yeah, Cliff's good people. Yeah, Mahesh, yeah.
But you got a healing ministry. If something's wrong with your bowels, Jesus can't heal that. What's wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you? I'm telling you, this guy got doo-doo stained drawers. He got, and it's so bad, right? He expects you to pick up after him. And so, he would have his drawers and stuff, and like I said, full of crap, stinking. And, he wants you to do his laundry for him. And so,
and Josh Beaver, what we also look at here. Hey, thanks, boss. Appreciate you guys. No, it is the trust. The trust is appreciated for sure, because it takes a lot for these people to come out and discuss this. Because I talked to Cliff about it the other day. It's like, nobody's gonna listen to us, man. It's like we were, bro. We were fucking loud open. Like, we knew just the tip of the iceberg with the deposition, but when we started peeling apart the cult psychology and how we broke people down, it was a total mind fuck. This guy. Yeah, freedom and truth. I know freedom and truth. Yeah, we've come a long way. Freedom and truth. Yeah, I'll never forget. Yeah. I remember it was rocky for us in the beginning. Yeah. Yeah, no. The trust goes a long way. It does. It does. And it takes a lot of understanding. Like, we're all human, man. We all make mistakes. It's gonna happen. Fuck, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect in this, right? Nobody's perfect in this game of life. If somebody says they're perfect, tell them to kiss your ass, right? Tell them to kiss both sides of your ass. Be like, yeah, whatever. Yes, we have court dates, but they're most likely going to get pushed out, Josh, because there's 96,000 pieces of evidence in this case, bro, and counting. 50,000 of them would be fucking nude photos and videos, man. That's what most of them are going to be. Put my fucking drink in. I finished it already. Oh, Freeman, what up? Hey, I'm doing good, Freeman. What's today? Monday. So, Freeman, check it out, my guy. David's in FCI Milan. I am. Got transferred. He got transferred. And you know what he did too, Freeman? Dude, he got on the fucking federal jail phone and did another live stream like a dumb fuck. The judge is like, okay, you want to act like an asshole? Nah, they never showed the pads. Nah. The homie delivered a fucking box of pads to the hotel, though. That was really good. But, no, they didn't show the pads, no. But they found gold bars. They found fucking bunch of cars, man. They found money stashed. Fuck, dude. I mean, you're talking everything. You're talking everything of a full-on fucking money laundering operation and the evidence to prove it with text messages, emails. Yeah, I know it's stupid, right, Freeman? Fucking dumb shit. He's like, hey, you know what? I got transferred. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and call the cult, because I don't have anybody else to call. Does he have his mom, his parents, his brothers, his sisters? He can't call anybody. The only people he knows to call is Kia and Joseph. He's like, let me go and call Kia while they're live streaming. And he did. He did. So anybody's just tuning in, man, please hit that like. Let us know you're here. Give you a shout out. But we are talking about David getting transferred over to FCI Milan. People are wondering why. Well, pretty sure he started acting like he was acting like an asshole. Exactly, freedom and truth. Exactly, right? He can't let go. He can't let go of the fact that he's been defeated. I hope he fucking takes the stand, man. I really do. One of the homies, Britt Billings, if you come across this video, bro, there's another video. We talk about Darrell Brooks. I watched that guy for fucking background just to make my day go faster, just to hear that stupid fuck. He's an idiot. There's another one that I highly recommend everybody watch that I've been watching. His name is Robert Tejas. Check. Is it? Let me see here. Let's take a peek here now. Oh, I'm at 60, bro. I should be pretty good, my guy. I should be pretty good, man. Let me go and kick it up a notch for you, bro. How's that, Noah? Yeah, he's basically using Thessalonians to preach on fear. Yeah, fear and emotion. Oh, I'm being persecuted because of my beliefs. The fuck out of here. No, you got arrested because you got busted laundering money, fucker. I pray to God he takes a stand. Curly girl, you know what? His lawyers would tell him not to, but David's like, I'm the smartest man in here. I'm going to go and take the stand. Rich, what was that name? What name, Cat Mom? Talking about God said he had to tell the staff that message and they needed it. Yeah. So y'all need that message. What name were you talking about, Cat Mom? Freeman. This is Club Fed. No, that's FCI Milan is Federal Correction Institute Milan in Michigan. That's the state prison for Michigan, FCI Milan. So yeah, that is the federal state. Yep. That's the state prison for Milan or for Michigan. Oh, I don't really follow him, but I watch his videos. It's called Off the Yard. It's called Off the Yard. It's fucking raw. It's pretty raw shit, man. It's pretty raw. It talks about prison life. Yeah. Yeah, Cat Mom's got a fucking ton of snow. All Cat Mom can do is just chill. I know, I kind of get jealous of Cat Mom because that's like good weather where it just like locks you down and there's nothing you can do. Start a fire and you fucking put some nice hot cocoa on the fucking fire and watch some YouTube videos. Yeah, it's called Off the Yard. Yeah. Yep. He's an ex-con. He talks about what prison life is like. Yeah. So yeah, you're right, Freeman. He is like, and we're all trying to, it's got to be the phone calls. That's the only thing we can all think of at this time, Freeman, is it's got to be the phone calls, man. Because it's, like, you don't do that. No, I didn't watch the Juice Radio. No. They probably dropped in tonight, the Juice Radio. A lot of people come here to get like information because we find out, because the way we found out on this was because I was listening to the live stream on Sunday. I was watching it as it fucking happened. I was like, there is no fucking way. And then to hear it say, this is a call from a federal prison. I'm like, whoa, wait a second. I was like, hey, Uncle Jake, is he in fucking Fed? What the fuck? And Uncle Jake pulled this up. He's all, yep, he's been transferred. He's been transferred. I'm like, yes. Fucked around and found out, man. Yeah, it's still minimum security, but that's the thing. Minimum security don't mean shit. It's like, he's still up there with fucking heavy hitters. He's in with the mix, man. He's in with the mix. These are all where he's at. That's where everybody's awaiting federal trial up there in Michigan. Yeah, I don't think it's a country club. These are federal charges, my friend. These are federal charges that he's looking at. Human trafficking's federal. He crossed state lines doing it, man. He crossed state lines doing this. Yep, 3 to a cell in a 2-man cell. Yep, no AC. Pretty sure it's just real fucking nice living there. Yep, these are federal. You got human trafficking, money laundering, forced labor. We're possibly could be looking at some sex trafficking, maybe, for sure, because he was having the women take Plan B. Absolutely, yeah. The trifecta, Josh. Yeah, the trifecta. This is the trifecta, brother. Yeah. Dude, he was crossing state lines with this shit. He was setting up operations in multiple states. He's like, nobody's gonna catch on to what I'm doing, but we were tracking him the whole fucking time. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's listen to the call again because it's funny. It just cuts him off too. It just cuts him off. He's talking, then it just like click. Oh yeah, he's gonna hate having no fucking AC. And I was like, when I was, hey, what's up, TTYL? What up? This is how they're doing it right here, though. Yeah. He is facilitating it. This is a call from a federal prison. The best, man. Apostle Taylor! Praise God, I'm in prison, everybody. Got transferred.
Hello, sir. You are on the line, and the church is here.
Hello, everybody. Praise God.
David hasn't been sentenced, though, TTYL.
As y'all know, I'm very limited here, so whenever I could get the phone, it's very limited. So I was able to get it now, and usually they don't let me get back on for a long time, so this was the right moment for now. And Pastor Steve, I heard you preaching. That was so good. Well, let me go on. Let me share with y'all. I got to share with you two major things.
Like, you could hear it in the background. Like, it's not a good environment. Doesn't wash his ass. He's in that cell. Oh, yeah. I know. They're cheering like, oh, my God. Yeah. Can Kia get in trouble? I think she could. I think she could, Sue, because she's aiding and abetting a felon in jail. I would think it would be almost like bringing drugs into a jail. That's what I would think. Like doing this, what Kia's doing is almost like bringing drugs into a jail. That's just, I guess that's just my initial thought, my process on it. Like if you were to bring drugs into a jail, this would be equal to it, facilitating a call out to the public that he's not allowed to be doing. But yes, Josh Beaver, even with proof, even with like court documents saying that they found 50,000 nude images on this dude's phone, I don't think his lawyers care at this point. They're just advising him. They're like, okay, dude, fuck, all right, I guess, whatever.
God told me to tell you in this tribulation. Number one, someone get second, First Thessalonians chapter 2, verses 1 through 5. Verses 2. No, we'll start at 1 through 6. Quickly read that. Can someone get that and read that for me? Real quick. And Lord, I pray right now that you anoint these lips of clay, that I'll not merely speak as a man, but as an oracle of God. I pray that you'll give me the words to say to your people this morning, and what you've already spoken to me in Jesus' name. Amen.
Yeah, David's going to start making jail brew with his yeast. Oh, it's fucking dirty. Gotta give it to him. He's good at brainwashing people. He ain't brainwashing anybody in jail, though, I don't think. There's no way. That's why he's doing it on the phone. He can't brainwash people in jail. If David tried to brainwash people in jail, they'd be like, get the fuck out of here. You're full of shit, dude. Imagine David going to tell like some fucking hard hitter like he's an apostle and be like, fuck off. You're an apostle? Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay, do y'all have it? I just need somebody to get the Bible and go and turn to that and speak it out.
Yes, sir. 1 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 1 through 6.
Hey, Javi, that's a good point. Jesus' best friend doesn't know the Bible. Pretty ironic, huh? Pretty ironic. Jesus' best friend doesn't even know the Bible, and he could have got a free one in prison to fucking read it. But he can't even do that. Jesus' best friend here, Mr. fucking right-handed God, fucking Moses of our generation, doesn't know Thessalonians fucking 1 by hand. Yeah, he's been in custody since August of last year. Now he's going on a year almost, man. Nah, he's I just like the fact that he's been in custody since last August. Oh, excuse me. Holy shit. I felt good. Sorry.
Yeah.
The word of the Lord says, for yourselves, brethren, know our entrance in unto you, that it was not in vain. But even after that we had suffered before and were shamefully entreated, as you know, at Philippi.
This call is from a federal prison.
Hold on, let me record that. Hold up. Watch. This is how I do these. Watch. Check these out. Okay, hang on. Watch. I'll record that. Watch. Okay, hang on. Let's see here.
We were bold, as you know, at Philippi.
Okay, hang on. We get the time.
That we had suffered before and were shamefully entreated, as you know, at Philippi.
This call is from a federal prison.
Okay, there we go. Watch.
From a federal prison.
At Philippi.
This call is from a federal prison.
Fucking funny, right? This call is from a federal prison. It's really hard sometimes to like do these. There we go. I think I got that.
This call is from a federal prison.
Okay, yeah, I still need to edit it a little bit. Hang on here. That's fucking funny. This call is from a federal prison. There we go. I got it. Here we go.
This call is from a federal prison. This call is from a federal prison. This call is from a federal prison.
Oh shit.
This call is from a federal prison.
We're bold in our God to speak unto you the gospel of God with much contention. For our exhortation was not of deceit, nor of uncleanness, nor in guile. But as we were allowed of God to be put in trust with the gospel, even so we speak, not as pleasing men, but God, which trieth our hearts. For neither at any time used we flattering words, as you know, nor a cloak of covenants, God is witness, nor of men sought we glory, neither of you, nor yet of others, when we might have been burdensome as the apostles of Christ.
This call is from a federal prison.
Go on, keep reading.
Verse 7, but we were gentle among you, even as a nurse cherisheth her children. So being affectionately desirous of you, we were willing to have imparted unto you, not the gospel of God only, but also our own souls, because you were
Okay, is that 1 Thessalonians 2:1-6?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay.
This
All right.
call is
So
from a federal prison.
basically, I think that's the wrong one, but I'm going to just move forward. Basically, Paul, I think it was in 2 Thessalonians 2:1-6, but he was basically talking about how he told them that tribulations were going to come and that what was going to happen.
And back to the brainwashing. This is all part of David brainwashing the members still. Like the members that are outside getting this message, you're like, oh yeah, he's being totally persecuted. Even though some of these members themselves have probably engaged in criminal acts and know what they've done is wrong. Like Kathleen, who most likely will roll before Michelle does. This is going to be a complex case if they start rolling on each other. David's going to be like, you need to talk to Michelle. She was the one that came and ran all the fucking scams, not me.
And he said, you see how it came to pass. And that's one of the things I wanted you to read. When the tribulation came, he was in prison. Now, you got to understand, the Bible says, approving ourselves as a minister of God through imprisonment. Imprisonment and jail is one way that God proves that you are a minister, not that he disapproves of you. You know, and today in the 21st century, a lot of people don't want to go through any kind of suffering or imprisonment or jail for the sake of the gospel. They think it's shameful. It is. It do make you look ashamed and bad, but it's glory and honor for us.
He's all, hey, it's glory and honor to fucking run a total racket and just lie to the fucking public, traffic a bunch of people, launder a bunch of money, be a complete total fucking shithead degenerate to everybody under me, and just be a complete fucking bully. And that's what David is. David's a bully, everybody. David's a bully. Hands down. That's all he is. That's all he's ever been in his life, is a fucking bully. And once he got into a position of power in the pulpit, he realized with that fucking dome-shaped fucking Brillo pad of a wig on his fucking head that there's power in the pulpit, and he to use it to his advantage. And he fucking took full advantage of everybody.
This call is from a federal prison.
But this guy did a lot. Fuck, man, he did damage to a lot of people. It'll literally take generations for people to be unfucked of this, man. It sucks, and we're here to help most of the people that want the help. We'll help them. There's healing in this. There's healing in this. Coming out and talking about it. I promise you guys. Anybody that's out there that wants to talk about it, come talk to us. We'll listen. And we're not going to down you or dog you for it. But as long as you're there committing the criminal acts, you're a part of the organization.
This call is from a federal prison.
Because we're suffering for the name of Jesus Christ. And you got to understand, I've been put in here because of my faith, nothing else. They're saying it's all other kind of stuff, just like during the apostles' time. You got to understand, they made up lies about the apostles while they
So he's being put in there because of his religion now. Okay? You guys hear that? It's all because of religion now. They don't put you in jail because of what's your beliefs, David. That you won't hear this, but the cult members, if you're listening, the cops don't put people in jail because of their beliefs, right? Now, say you you believe in something to where you're an extremist and you go out and you fucking hack a bunch of people up. Well, now they're going to put you in jail, okay? Because religious or not, you can't go out and fucking hack a bunch of people with a fucking knife, all right? You can't do that. Whether you believe in God or not.
This call is from a federal prison.
That's what's going on at, man. David got moved to fucking FCI Milan, man. He's up in the federal pen now. He's up in the state pen. He's up in the fucking Fed pen now. Right where he belongs. And he ain't getting out, man. They're starting to work him in. Oh, that he's always said because he's black too. He's always said that too, that it's race. Yeah, he's not there because he's preaching the gospel. He's there because he fucking broke the law. And you know, I'm at the point where it's like, yo, just give this motherfucker a Bible. There's your freedom of religion. That's all you get. There's your freedom of religion, their Bible. What kind of Bible you want? You want a Quran? Okay, there's your freedom of religion. I know, Freeman, right? Exactly. Like the fact that he continues to lie and gaslight cult members from behind the fucking bars. Yeah, David's. He's even saying he's going to come out and do the arenas in July. He's like, hey, I'm going to come out and do the arenas in July too, everybody, okay? Interspace Alchemist!
This call is from a federal prison.
I put that on the block, Interspace. I cut that out.
This call is from a federal prison. This call is from a federal prison.
New soundbite.
This call is from a federal prison.
David's gonna be a booty bandit hole. He is. If he don't shut his fucking trap, like they're gonna find out he's soft as fuck, man, and they're just gonna start extorting him, man. They will. They'll just extort him, dude. They'll extort him.
This call is from a federal prison.
David, and there's the thing, like, I see it happening like this. Some fucking guy's gonna put a candy bar on David's pillow, and David's all, oh, look, somebody left me a candy bar. Oh, that's just because I'm the apostle. Oh, that's so nice of somebody to leave the apostle a candy bar. Nope. You don't take shit like that. You don't take shit like that in prison, David. You don't take a candy bar that somebody leaves you on your pillow because it ain't yours. But he don't know that. He doesn't know that. Interspace. I think maybe this was like one of the things that happened in that hearing the other day. David got transferred. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he's saying now too that he's being arrested because of what I believe in. Because I preach the gospel. Fuck off, lying sack of shit. Oh, if he set claims, if he gets up to the fucking Fed and he starts set claiming a fucking gang, shit. Yeah, they'll toss his salad. They will. Even though there's no homosexuality allowed in gangs, they'll fucking toss his salad, man. They'll get him. You don't set claim in prison, man. You don't set claim in prison. But yeah, this is a good day, man. Yeah, Ant-Man, about 50,000 images of fucking naked women from David's cult and probably around the world. Yeah, and David's 9 cell phones. Well, we don't know what's in the rest of the cell phones. We don't. All we know is that they found 3 on him in his person, in his immediate person. And then when they cracked the safe that they opened, they found at the fucking church where they found him at North Carolina, there was another 6 cell phones in that safe. So who knows what was on those other 6 cell phones. Yeah, the Fed's got like a 97% conviction rate, dude. It's really high. Yeah. It's a really high conviction rate. They don't fuck around. And with this case, Josh, there's 96,000 pieces of evidence. So, yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious what the 96,000 pieces are. Said that's the only reason. Yeah, he said it. He's literally saying,
"Prison them." You don't hear the honor for go through any kind of suffering or imprisonment or jail for the sake of the gospel. They think it's shameful. It is. It do make you look ashamed and bad, but it's glory and honor for us because we're suffering for the name of Jesus Christ. And you got to understand, I've been put in here because of my faith, nothing else. They're saying it's all other kind of stuff, just like during the apostles' time. You got to understand, they made up lies about the apostles while they imprisoned them. You don't hear that. We're persecuting them because they are Christians. That ain't what the Roman government said. They made them look like enemies of the state and that they were doing evil things. We read that today and know that's persecution. But back then, people were deceived and confused because the government was making them look bad. And so you got to understand, they do the same thing today. All right? I'm in jail because of my faith in Jesus Christ. And even in the document, they were saying, he says he's a friend of Jesus. Jesus said that. What that has to do with you, document? I'm in jail because of my faith in Jesus Christ. And even in the document, they were saying, he says he's a friend of Jesus. Jesus said that. What that has to do with you?
oh, holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, stop. Hold on. I'm just now hearing this. I'm just now putting this into fucking into perspective. He just said, they even put in the document that he said he's the best friend of Jesus, right?
I'm in jail because of my faith in Jesus Christ. And even in the document, they were saying, he says he's a friend of Jesus. Jesus said that. What that has to do with you? And they were saying, he says he's a friend of Jesus. Jesus said that. What that has to do with you?
Okay. Fuck, I'm trying. How do I say this? It's like, this is showing his disconnect from reality. Like the document saying that Jesus said he's the best friend of Jesus. What's that have to do with you? David doesn't get it. Holy shit. Okay. But does he? Like, this guy's mentally ill. Something's up. Like, what's that have to do with you? Fuck, man. Yeah, maybe in North Korea. Yeah, send his ass to fucking China or North Korea, right, Cult Watch? Send his ass to fucking Korea or China, right, Cult Watch? He's hey, I'm in here because I was preaching the gospel.
You're the government. There's a separation of church and state. He says Jesus appeared to him. That's my faith. Why are you persecuting me for that? So I want you to understand the big 7, how to deal with tribulation when it comes. Now, they already gave me a sign.
The big 7 is the 7-mount mandate.
And that 5 minutes went by. We probably passed 7 or 8 minutes. I only got 15 minutes. So that means I only got about 7 more minutes. So I'm going to hurry.
I know, right? Inner space. Hey, let's call Jesus to the stand since he appears with David all the time. Your Honor, we'd like to call Jesus to the stand. Jesus isn't here today, Your Honor. He couldn't make it. He had too many prayers to answer today, sir.
This up, okay? So when you go through tribulation, Jesus spoke to us how to deal with tribulation. And usually when tribulation comes, it affects your emotions. Believe me, since I've been in here, I've been tried every kind of way. But Jesus taught us how to deal with tribulation or persecution when it comes. You understand? The first thing people start getting is fearful. Fearful is an emotional expression. You understand? People get fearful. They lose faith. They get distressed. They get anxious. They get anxiety. All of those are emotions. So what happens when tribulation comes?
Right. Sorry. Jesus is having cocktails with Oprah. He's got better people to hang out with besides David Taylor. He's over chilling with Oprah, okay? She offers cocktail hour and sushi, okay? The cult's like, well, we offer lobster, cold lobster, and sweets. Is that cool? Cold lobster here.
Your emotions go through things, and Jesus told us the answers to how to control your emotions during tribulation. And I wrote this down, and I don't have time to read it all out, but I wrote it down, and I'm just speaking to you by the Spirit what God had me write down. He says, you preach this to the staff because they need this right now. So he says,
hey, but Boss Bonita, you know what? The jail now has this. The jail now has this. They have the timestamps. They have the links. I know these fake preachers call on help from everybody but Jesus, right? Exactly. Everybody but Jesus. Like, hey, Oprah, can you help me? Hey, TD Jakes, can you help the fucking Dookie Deacon? Yeah, where's TD Jakes at? Where's TD Jakes? I don't see TD Jakes out here coming to fucking use all his fame and glory to fucking help David out. I don't see TD Jakes out here fucking helping. TD Jakes is like, I don't want any part of that shit.
Teach them how to deal with their emotions when tribulation comes. So Jesus says, in the world, he says, these things have I said unto you that you might have peace. That in me, he says that in me, not just you have peace, but in me you might have peace, in him. So you got to...
Like the ego of this guy, look, they got these fucking lightnings coming down to these crutches and shit like it's some big fucking... Like it's some big fucking revelation that he healed these people. He's like, look at these lightning streaks. Look at these lightning bolts on the crutches. It's so glorious. I did this. Like the ego of this guy. This is, yeah, it's... Oh, exactly right, William. His inability to distinguish reality from his delusion. It really is. It's really unique. Yeah, I can't either, Uncle Jake. I like the Korea flag. It looks way better. North Korea flag. I got you, Uncle Jake. And it's dangerous, William Jackson, right? That's why he got in all the trouble he got in, is because he couldn't distinguish reality from his delusion. Started sleeping with the women, getting pictures sent to him. Hey, Daniela, this is from the Federal Institute now. He got transferred. I'm sure he does. He probably talks shit about all those fucking other big name preachers. Yeah. Doesn't surprise me. He just got transferred to the federal pen. Well, he's only been in like 100. He's only been in like 6 months, man. He's only been in like 6 months. Yeah, he's been in 170 something days. Get the fuck out of here. So he's been in 6 months. Get over it. We think the phone calls, Daniela. We really do. We're thinking the phone calls, man. The phone calls. Just dumb as fuck, man. Like, that was the dumbest fucking thing to do. To get on those phone calls and start talking to people with the cult, within the cult, sending out fucking messages and shit. He could have done anything but that. But he did. He did. That's going to come back around. That's going to bite him in the ass big time. This is going to bite him in the ass fucking big time. And he did it again, Daniela. He got transferred. We for sure think it was a phone calls. And then he goes up to the federal pen and does it again. Yeah, life isn't going to get easier for him. No, it's a pretty strict regiment up here at FCI Milan. It's a pretty strict regiment. It's not like he's not like level 3 or 4 yet, but he's working his way up. I know, maybe they're just trying to break him, right, Noah? Yeah. Hey, Ant-Man, welcome to the conversation. Yeah, but he's still doing it, right? But that's the thing. The feds are going to let him fucking just do it. It's cool, and they're going to get him. That's just the way they work. They're going to let David fuck up, and they are. That's exactly what they're doing. They're letting David continue to fuck up. That way, when they take their case in for final judgment day, they'll be like, Your Honor, here's this call. He's doing this. He was doing this. He's making phone calls from jail. He was operating his cult from behind bars, Your Honor. He has no intention of stopping this operation, sir. He is a dangerous society. If we don't put him behind bars, he will continue this operation. He will continue to use and abuse people and will continue to fucking launder money from the government. He's not getting out. He ain't getting out. And he's not supposed to. He's definitely not supposed to. Oh shit, let's listen to Altman judge him. She told him no contact. Judge Altman told him no contact.
Recalling case 25-20560, United States of America versus David Taylor.
Sarah Cohen.
Let's listen to Judge Altman's initial judgment why she put David in detention, okay? And then we'll hear what she told him not to fucking do. All right, and after that, this was the first judgment. This was the first and final judgment on the detention hearing.
Yeah, for the United States. Thank you. Just put your appearance again on the record, please.
Oh, Scott Rosenblum. I'm sorry. I was just getting notes for what you're going to say.
Oh, okay. All right. Mr. Taylor, I'm going to say some things that the folks in this courtroom have probably heard a couple more times today, but it is part of my decision-making process. And the first thing is you are entitled to the presumption of innocence. There is nothing that has taken place in this hearing today, anything that was in the government's proffer, its memorandum, or anything that I might set forth in any finding that's intended or should affect that presumption of your innocence. And this is a detention hearing, and it's governed by the Bail Reform Act. And that act says that detention is considered an exceptional step. Bond is presumed unless it is determined that there are no conditions or combination of conditions that will reasonably assure your appearance or reasonably assure the safety of the community. And the act requires that I impose the least restrictive measures to provide those reasonable assurances. Now, in your case, with the charges that you are facing, it is a presumption case. And that means that these charges are so serious by their very nature that Congress has decided that it is presumed you don't get bond. But as your lawyer said, that presumption can be overcome. And I understand the government has a belief that they haven't overcome the presumption, but you just need some evidence to overcome it. You don't have a criminal history, and you have ties to varying communities. So I'm going to assume that you have overcome the presumption of detention. But then I have to look to the 3142G factors. They were all talked about here today in some way, shape, or another, and they're in the government's brief, and they're talked about in the brief that was filed by your lawyer. The first is the nature and circumstances of the offense. It's laid out in the indictment. It's very serious. These allegations are horrific. I understand that this is ostensibly a church, but from where the court sees it, it has serious questions. If churches that I know don't operate in this manner, and this is a presumption case, and so this factor, the nature and circumstances of the offense, and I understand you have what you have telling me, a formidable defense to what is laid out in the indictment and the nature and circumstances. But what I'm looking at, it's serious. It weighs in favor of detention. Then I consider the weight of the evidence. It's not the weight of the evidence of your guilt or innocence. It's the weight of the evidence as to your risk of non-appearance or danger to the community. And as to your risk of non-appearance, the government has set forth here today and in its memorandum, that you have some financial means potentially. I don't know if it's super significant for you to go a lot of places, but what's really concerning about me is that you have ties so many different places in so many different states, and you have supporters. I'm hearing, 200,000 people, and that gives me some concern that you are a risk of non-appearance through your ties and your supporters. And they only have to convince me by a preponderance of the evidence. And they've come really close to that. But I'm mostly concerned about the danger to the community, and they have to show clear and convincing evidence. And I look at what's set forth in the affidavit. Those aren't just, there's allegations, yes, but there's actual text messages that are set forth that enhance what's in the affidavit. And then I heard in the government's proffer today, and I understand this is an ongoing investigation and they are still uncovering things. And the things that they have told me today that they have uncovered are very concerning, very disturbing, and, indicative of your dangerousness. And I think your history and characteristics as well. You don't have a criminal history. And by your lawyer, you've been, serving in this ministry, and you have supporters here who believe in you. And, that would be a good thing in your favor, but it also cuts the other way too, because what's laid out here in this indictment and what I've read is really concerning, Mr. Taylor. You are alleged to lead this organization that is alleged to have engaged in some activity that is incredibly troubling, concerning to the court. So I think this all speaks to your dangerousness to the community, and I know your supporters completely disagree, but you don't have all just supporters. There are people who, you're going to have your witnesses at trial that say none of this happened. They're going to have their people that tell a very different story, and that's not unusual in situations like this. But from my vantage point, I'm extremely concerned. I'm also really concerned because there's no real good place right now for me to tell you where you could go, where you would be. No, you let me talk.
Okay.
You've talked. I know you proposed an address in this district that hasn't been vetted by pretrial services. I have no idea where that is. You don't have, you have some ties to this district. There was a church place here. But I'm not convinced that anything pretrial services has offered. I think one of the bond conditions of your co-defendant was to be completely separated from the church. I don't think that's possible here. I don't think there's any bond condition where you're proposing to live in North Carolina. That's still part of this whole organization. That's still part of it. And your supporters, if I understand what the government's saying in their investigation, part of that is to protect Mr. Taylor. And I don't know how the extent that protection might go. But Mr. Taylor, I think the only way I can keep the community safe and, to separate you from this organization, that's the only bond condition I could think, that would, I could possibly consider. I don't know how to do it at this point. And bond requires trust. And, you say there's some discrepancies in the pretrial services report. But for me, I could see that you weren't completely forthcoming with the pretrial services officer. And I have a problem with that. That's your opportunity. And it doesn't appear that you were fully transparent These allegations, what the government said in its proffer, I understand that the co-defendant, that individual did get bond, but I think these supporters heard, earlier in the case before this, I look at the cases individually, and your particular role, these particular allegations, what the government has said in its proffer, I do not believe, and I understand that we've got 2 pretrial services report that recommended bond with conditions, but from my vantage point, I do not believe that any of those conditions are sufficient to really assure your appearance and assure the safety of the community. And I know this ruling will come as a great disappointment to all of you who are sitting there, who are supportive of this, but that's my decision. And I'm going to enter an order that keeps you in custody pending the resolution of your case. You do have a right to appeal. I fully expect that you will. No matter what my decision was today, somebody was going to appeal. And to that end, I have been informed that Judge Berg has Tuesday, October 21st at 9 o'clock available should there be an appeal that needs to be heard.
We'll take that date.
So we'll take that date. I just got done getting some gel dick in my fucking throat. We'll take that date.
Like he's all badass.
So we'll take that date.
Well, you'll have to take it up with them. But,
right.
Your lawyer did a good job on your behalf. I just happened to disagree with him on the arguments that he made. And I agree with the government on this one, that detention is warranted. I have nothing further.
Have a nice fucking day, Mr. Taylor. So that was the initial detention hearing for David. No contact. He's like, I'm gonna go ahead and make fucking Zoom calls from jail. Fuck Judge Altman. She can kiss my black ass. Exactly. And mic drop. Whoa, a mic drop. Statement by the judge. Churches that I know don't operate in this manner. This is Mr. Taylor. My church, I've never seen a church. My church definitely doesn't operate in this manner, Mr. Taylor. That's the thing, some of these judges might be religious. You never know what they practice. You never know if they're fucking hardcore Bible bangers and they know the Bible. And David's going to get up there and try to act like an apostle or some shit. Like, come on, man.
So we'll take that date.
Already sounding like shit anyways, because he fucking... fucking stupid, man. He's digging his hole deeper. Every time he gets on the phone, every time he calls out to the cult, tries to fucking get them to do something, they just dig him another fucking hole. They just dig him another hole. But for you that are just here, yeah, David's now in FCI Milan, man. David's now in FCI Milan. Yeah. So, no, you let me talk now. So,
okay. Sorry, Your Honor.
Fucking cut off the federal judge. What a dumb fuck.
He's all, we'll take that date.
Yep. She's all, shush! Shush! So, no, you let me talk now. My turn. My turn. So she initially sentenced him to stay away from the organization. The only way I could keep you away from this organization and keep the community safe is to put you in detention. And the thing is they're talking about like how other cases got let go. Well, no, you know what though? Boss Bonita, I firmly believe she didn't want to have to put David on detention. I firmly believe that Judge Altman, that she didn't want to put David on detention. You could hear it in her voice. You could hear it in her voice because judges, like, it's got to be pretty extreme, right, to put somebody on detention. Who was the girl that was just arrested? Oh, that was Kathleen Klein, the sister wife, Michelle's sister wife. Michelle's sister wife. detention is like an extreme. Like judges typically don't want to put people on detention unless they've done some really shitty shit. But you could hear it in her voice, like she's like, the only way I see to keep the community safe is to put an order in. She was teetering on whether or not to let him go or put him in. But I think whatever the prosecutors had told her that day, she's like, I can't. Because I don't know to what ends your organization will go to protect you. Which means, will they go to deadly means if, say, the authorities come to pick him up again? Will they stage a shootout? You know, will they take up arms? That's what the judge has to worry about. Those are the types of things she has to weigh on. Okay, what happens if I let this guy out? What will he do to the community? What happens if they take this to the extreme to protect him? What happens? What's worst case scenario? And she's probably weighing all this shit out. Yeah, you know, I think it's just go ahead just to put him in detention. Why risk it? Like they said in the end of Casino, like right there in the back of the fucking courthouse, they had a meeting and the old dude was like, hey, why risk it? That's just my opinion. The wise thing for him to do right now would be exactly that. What was he doing in the organization? Pushing the agenda of David Taylor, Ant-Man. No, but David honor the court. David's like, I don't honor anybody. He's like, I honor myself. That's who David honors, is himself. But he won't stand up and be a model citizen in fucking jail. No, why would he? Why would he? He's above everybody. He won't, though. David won't stand up and be a model citizen. There's no fucking way. There's no way in hell David will be like, nope, I'm going to be a fucking complete asshole. Let him be the asshole to wrong somebody. Let him be an asshole to the wrong somebody inside. Let him fucking let him be disrespectful to somebody on the inside. Let him. He'll learn his lesson eventually, maybe. Yeah, he ain't getting out though, you guys. He's gonna remain in jail for quite a while, I think. And it was a good day, man. It was a good day when this happened. It's a good day every day though, but this just kind of kicked the day into high gear a little bit. Just knowing that he was now in federal, like he's been in federal custody, but the fact that they put him in federal lockup, you know. Like David had a fucking Disneyland of a fucking setup there in fucking, where was it? Pikesville or whatever the fuck it was. He had a fucking kosher set up there. He's like, you know, I'm going to go ahead and fuck up this Disneyland. You know what? I want to go to fucking Six Flags Magic Mountain. FCI Milan, baby. Should have kept off the phone. Ant-Man, it takes time. There's going to be more indictments coming in. Joseph's going to get indicted because Joseph was assaulting people. And Joseph, I'm telling you, man, just walk out. Walk out. They have nothing on you. Joseph, if you stay longer, I swear to God, you're going to get indicted. And you're probably like, no, fuck that Rich Holmes. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Okay, Joseph, don't listen to me. Don't fucking listen to me. I know. Exactly. Keep pushing the date out. He's going to keep fucking sitting there because the judge already said, don't ask for any more extensions or anything. This trial is going to go forward as said. We're going to move on with these dates. Get your shit together. And the longer David pushes this out, the longer he's just going to sit there. If David wants to push this out for 5 years, guess what? He's going to sit there for 5 fucking years. Maybe never make it to trial. Maybe he'll fucking, I don't know. Maybe Bubba will get to him and fucking stuff him. Hang some fucking meat in him. I know, exactly. It's like it only gives the feds more time to review for any more evidence. Exactly. Oh, okay, let us build. Yeah. Oh, they don't? The cult doesn't, huh? They don't have the time or the money to review for any more evidence, huh? There's so much evidence. You're like, well, we can't review all this evidence. How are we supposed to take out most of it? I can only, right? Freedom and truth. I can only imagine the defense. You're like, well, Your Honor, what do you want us to do with all this evidence? There's 96,000 pieces. I don't know. You guys are the lawyers. Figure it out. That's your job. You guys are the lawyers. You guys are being paid to defend your client. I'm not the lawyer. I'm the judge. I'm not here to tell you how to put together your case, but I suggest you probably get your shit together. I mean, 96,000 pieces of evidence? I'm pretty sure any lawyer, that'd make any lawyer fucking shit their fucking pants. Like, what did you do? And you guys, there's going to be text messages, emails, fucking bank accounts, records, statements, everything. They're going to find so much shit. They're going to find so much shit. They found Michelle's email saying, hey, don't email this. Text me because emails are discoverable as evidence. So, I mean, you have that. You have people putting that shit in a fucking email. Who claims David's the apostle? Who, Michelle, if you're watching this, how could you be that fucking dumb to put that in an email? It is. They're scared. They're scared, Freedom and Truth. It's too much evidence. It's too much evidence. And David's just giving them more. Hey, I'm with you, right? Ant-Man, it's going to take everybody turning on him before he takes a plea deal. Exactly. That's exactly, it's not to mention any possible surveillance they have, plus all the jail calls that he's just given them. So there's more evidence for them to look at, right? Right, Interspace, it's like David just gave him more evidence to look at. Hey, here's some more evidence for you. He's making calls from jail. Like a dumb shit. Yeah. It's like you can't leave a digital or a paper trail because people have done that and they figured it out. Okay, David had a paper trail too, but he also had a digital footprint too. Which one was bigger? I don't know. Probably his digital, but he also kept a nice paper trail too. So when the feds went and got this sack of shit, they knew what they were looking for. They knew. David left both though, Noah. David. Yeah. I wouldn't surprise me if they have surveillance of David down at Mahesh's hotel at some point. Finding out what the fuck those two shitheads were doing together. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me if they got David on surveillance with fucking Mahesh going down there doing deals. Whatever, man. Whatever. The Mahesh Express connection, that was a whole different story, man. That shit stain showing up. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking, man. Showing up to that fucking audit that day, that was the dumbest thing he could have done. Hey, and we've talked about that, Ant-Man. All it takes is one, but what we have learned is none have been found. So that's good. That's good. Thank God. Thank God, right? We don't want it. All it takes is one. All it takes is one, man. If David has just one photo, even solicitation, man, it's not looking good. Yep, if there's text messages of him trying to solicit minors and shit like that and exploit them, that's going to be a problem. If he's trying to exploit minors for labor, that's going to be a problem. You know, all that shit. Anything that have to do with kids, it's going to seal his deal. And I know some of the kids were actually being used as a labor force, so that might be a problem too. Like these kids, they weren't legally allowed to work. They weren't getting paid. They were students. They were fucking junior high school. Like they were kids. Fucking asshole, David. Man, I can't believe you did that. Well, I can, but it's just him. He's a fucking asshole like that. But Anybody got questions, comments, concerns tonight, man? I think I'm gonna wrap it up. We went for 2 hours, man. It's going on 8 o'clock. I'm getting kind of tired. I'm feeling sleep real good tonight, man. Those gummies work really well. But he is at FCI Milan now. I don't think they'll be moving him back down to Livingston County Jail. They typically don't move you back down from a higher level. They typically only move you up. It's like David's going to spend his first birthday behind bars. Nobody sent me any presents for my birthday. He's like, hey, everybody, I got a G6 and I got a G6 jet. Okay. Everybody sent me a G6 jet this year. Okay. And I got it in jail. Okay. They're going to come and fly it to me. Okay, everybody? My G6 jet. You hear me? I'm going to get another G6 jet and give it back. Oh, shit. All right. There's that, but that's going to be it for now, man. I don't think there's anything else really left for us to do with David except just fucking watch it and just it's gonna fall apart eventually. The Fed just got to keep pulling the strings. They got to keep pulling all the key players out, and it will fall eventually, man. It's just gonna take a little bit more time, unfortunately. And they're watching what they're doing, and they're gonna continue watching. Kia and all these idiots out there making videos for the cult. Not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. Because I said, they're watching. Yeah, he's up there with the lifers now, man. He's up there with the heavy hitters. Like, David wanted to be a heavy hitter. They're like, all right, we'll fucking put you up with their heavy hitters. Medium security, but yeah, there's heavy hitters in medium security too. Just because it's medium security don't mean there's not heavy hitters. Nope. There's heavy hitters on every tier, man. David be chasing the prisoners around with his fucking shitty underwear probably. But no, they won't put up with that. If you have a celly, you could have put up with a nasty ass man or a fucking dirty person. It's dirty, man. You're already in a fucking tough environment, like, and you're gonna be dirty about it, David. I pray to God he gets a celly that doesn't put up with that shit. But yep, he's up there with the lifers now, man. That being said, man, y'all have a good night, and I'll catch you guys on the next live stream, man. Thanks for dropping in. It's been good. And Marley says, "Hey, David, you're a piece of shit." Okay. He's all, "Hey, David, I see everything." He's all, "Hey, David, Jesus is more my homeboy than he is yours, okay?" Look at Marley. He's all, "Hey." Yeah, it's just a picture that I posted, Ant-Man. Yeah, it was just a picture. It was just a picture. They're building something in front of it. Not sure what yet, though. I was supposed to call today, but work was like, yeah, work is work. But yeah, no, they're definitely building something. They're definitely building something there, man. Don't know what. Don't know what. Not yet. Looks like it could be some storage or something like that, possibly. I don't know. But we'll see what it is, man. There's Marley. He's all, "Hey, everybody, I got my wings, okay?" He's, "I got my wings, everybody." He's, "I got mine. Do you have yours?" He's all, "Nope, you don't." Because he's all, "You guys got to wait to get yours." Right, I got him. Right, all, "I can smell him from here and I don't like it. He smells like shit still, Dad, okay?" He's all, "Dad, I can smell him all the way from up here. And let me tell you something, Dad. He fucking stinks." Dude, Marley will fucking roast David. All right, Marley gives no fucks about anybody. Marley is a roaster. Marley fucking roast the motherfucker. Yeah, man. Y'all have a good night. Catch you on the next live stream, and we'll keep updates coming from the courts and stuff when they happen. And hopefully by Wednesday, we'll have some court transcripts of what was actually said during the conference hearing, the status conference. What was it? About a week and a half ago? Yeah, I miss him too, Freedom and Truth. Yeah, I miss him too. I do. And I have this picture on my phone too, because this is just like, it kind of like, Marley was a good dog. He was a dog's dog. And he had this pride and arrogance about him, right? And this is kind of the perfect picture to show like his pride and arrogance. Like it really is. Like if you understood Marley's ego about him, man, and Marley was a fucking womanizer. I'm telling you. Marley, womanizer. Totally. Like I had to be single because of Marley, because he'd take over my girlfriends and shit, like, and he would womanize them, and my girlfriends would fall in love with Marley, like, all right, have a nice day. I know it is. It's all regal, right? It's all regal. It is. He's all regal, and she's all, hey, look in my ear. It's back. Okay, one forwards, one back. Okay. Yeah, he was a good dog. He's a good dog. Yeah, he's a good boy. But yeah. So hopefully by Wednesday we'll have the court transcripts from the hearing, and we can get those out to the community and see what was said behind closed doors. Hopefully it'd be nice. Yeah. You have a good night, man. Thanks for being part of the community. Hit that like and subscribe on the way in or out. You got questions, comments, concerns. There's a phone number right down there at the bottom, the 314 number. See that? Cult members, people want to call in, text. That's cool. Just don't fucking text me late at night, okay? Don't call me late at night. That'll totally piss me off, all right? Keep it like work hours, right? 8 to 5, you know? I'm okay at 8 o'clock at night. That's cool, but anything past that, it's kind of pushing it a little bit for me. 9's okay a little bit. Let's say 9, but nothing past that. No, nothing past 9 o'clock. Riley's all, yeah, nothing past 9 o'clock, okay.